Whoa, this one's oily. Whoa, smells like fruit. Hey, all you people. Hey, all you people. Hey, all you people, won't you try some vegan cheese? Hello everybody, what's going on? It's your girl Merle, and today we're back with yet another ranking video. Today we're gonna be ranking store-bought vegan mozzarella. I am very excited for this one because I have famously said, I think mozzarella is like the hardest cheese to make vegan because it's got such a subtle flavor to it, but such a specific flavor at that. We're gonna be using the same system to rank these cheeses that we do in all of our tier ranking videos, the S, A, B, C, D, F scale. S is basically, this is perfect. Wait, is this vegan cheese or is this real cheese? A is, this is fantastic, superb, I love it, delicious, but it doesn't taste exactly like non-vegan cheese. B is, this is really good, I like this. I would even say I'd eat this again. C is fine, you know, I probably don't need to eat this again. Once was enough for me. D is, this doesn't taste good, this doesn't taste like cheese, and I'm not interested. And finally, F is, the vegans have gone too far. You know what I mean. So we're gonna be doing this ranking video just a little bit differently in the sense that I want it to be as thorough as humanly possible. So we're gonna rank all of the vegan cheeses in their raw form first, and then we're gonna rank them all in their melted form. So you're getting 2 rankings out of this video. You're welcome. One cheese might be really bad raw, but then be really good melted, and vice versa. So I just kind of want to break it down a little bit. Thank you to all of you who submitted your favorite vegan mozzarella brands to me. If you want to submit to future ranking videos, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. That's where you can let me know what you want me to tier rank. Without further ado, let's get right into this tier ranking. Hey everybody, before we hop into the ranking, I want to give a quick thank you to the sponsor of today's video, which is Blinkist. Stay tuned to the end of the video to learn more. All right. Okay, it's all right. It's about damn time. In a minute. So we're gonna start with So Delicious. Now listen, I'm gonna put the past behind me when it comes to So Delicious. Those of you who have seen my vegan ice cream ranking know our relationship is a little bit sticky, let's just say. But I've never tried So Delicious's vegan cheese before, and I'm excited. I'm going in with an open mind and an open mouth, okay? The way to be. So let's open this up. I'm gonna try it raw. Pour you out a little bit. Ooh, okay, we got some nice shreds going. I'm never gonna go ahead and say that vegan cheese smells good, okay? Let's just put that out there. This one smells a little sweet and a little bit like wood shavings. Okay, let me be reasonable here. Raw vegan cheese is hard to come by. That's a fact. I'm not expecting this to blow my mind. It has a slight dog biscuit sort of aftertaste. Am I gonna go ahead and like eat this by the handful? Probably not, but it's not bad. I mean, I'm still eating it. What is this made with? Coconut oil. I don't taste any coconut, so that's good. I like that it's salty. That's fun. I'm between a B and a C. I'm gonna give it a C. For now. It's like a C plus, B minus situation. It's definitely not gonna fool anyone. And if all the other ones totally bomb the raw taste test, then maybe I'll bump it up to a B. Okay, let's move on to the next cheese. I'm gonna need like 2 shots in my cup. You know what? I'm gonna keep these little shavings over here so I can compare and contrast a little bit. Next up, we've got Follow Your Heart mozzarella shreds. Hey, they've been doing it since 1970. This is an OG brand. I'm impressed. Soy-free, vegan, lactose-free. This one also uses coconut oil. All right, we got 2 coconuts in the bucket so far. I've also never tried Follow Your Heart vegan cheese, so. Ooh, already we got a much finer shred going on here and a couple of balls. Okay, now this smells a little bit like sunscreen. That makes me nervous. I'm not gonna lie. Has like a peppery flavor to it, almost a little bit. I think I can detect a little bit of the coconut oil. Interesting. You know, once again, it's pretty much fine. It definitely has like an interesting aftertaste going on as well. The peppery flavor that I'm detecting, it's not bad. And again, it's raw, you know? There's still a lot. Sorry, the ball just slid down my throat. There's still a lot of hope for this when it gets melted. There's a chance all of these are gonna get like a C or a B because a lot of vegan cheeses don't taste good raw. There, I said it. I'm gonna give it a C as well. It's fine. It's fine, it's just got that little weird aftertaste. So for that reason, follow your heart, raw gets a C. In a minute, I'm gonna send a woman to pump me up. Next, we've got Good Planet. I got this from Aldi's. Thank you for the recommendation. I wouldn't have thought to look there otherwise. More coconut oil. We're still on that coconut roll. Let's try it out. Oh, I don't know if I like that. Also has the sweet smell to it. I think it's the coconut oil. All right, we got thicker shreds, man. Thicker shreds. Do surfers or like snowboarders say that? You know, like shredding the gnar. Nobody says that? These slices look more like actual mozzarella cheese. I will say that. I think the thicker shred is the way to go. Oh, wow. Oh my. Aftertaste. The aftertaste game on these so far has been weak, bro. It's got a funky ass aftertaste. Can't like place my finger on it. Something very specific. Kind of giving me the suntan lotion vibe. That's not great. Again, there's still hope. We're gonna rank them again when they're melted, so don't panic. But for now, I gotta give that a D, because it doesn't taste anything like mozzarella. It has like an Oreo aftertaste, or like margarita mix aftertaste, something strange. Like when an after party goes horribly wrong. Don't yell at me until you check the ranking for it when it's melted, okay? Please, please. I don't do this to be mean. I do this to be honest. It's just incredibly hard to do a raw vegan mozzarella well. Mozzarella-wella. Okay, next we've got field roast Chao cheese. Oh, you know Chao cheese. Chao cheese is a little bit on the pricier side, just a little bit. But I have had good experiences with Chao cheese in my history of my life. Their smoked Gouda that they do, I'm sorry, I don't know what's happening to me right now. I don't know, I've never had the creamy American shreds before. And I know this doesn't say mozzarella, but this is the closest we could get. Chao, let's see, let's smell. All right, order in the court, order in the court. Listen, folks, you heard it here first. You can make vegan cheese smell like actual cheese and not suntan lotion, because they did it. This smells cheesy. Mama likes. Some more thick shreds. Nobody will get docked, by the way, for the size of their shreds, let me just say. It's just something I enjoy. Chao. Chao, you dirty, dirty dog. This is delightful. This tastes very similar to me to shredded cheese. It's a little harder than shredded cheese would be, but damn, there's no funky aftertaste. There's a cheesy aftertaste. This is so good. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I didn't even think this was gonna happen for the raw rankings, but I'm gonna give this field roast Chao cheese an S. It's delicious. I actually think you could possibly fool people with this, even raw, which is insane. That's saying something. Good job, field roast. This is very good. Next. So next up we have a brand I've never even heard of, Parmela Creamery. And they use cashew milk and coconut oil. It looks pretty fancy. It looks really cool. I'm excited to try it. Never heard of it. So thank you again for your recommendations. They very much helped me in these rankings. This one like really looked like, just the packaging, I was like, whoa, did I accidentally get non-vegan cheese? Whoa. This one says fresh cultured as well. Smells like something. I don't think it's cheese though. Something I've never smelled before. Very white. The texture's really good. Flavor isn't bad. It's not cheese though. It's cheese adjacent because it's cultured. It has a little tang to it, which is nice. I'm gonna give it a B. It doesn't have a funky aftertaste. The texture is really nice. It's pretty good. I'm excited to try this one melted. Good job, Parmela Creamery. I don't know where you came from, but I like ya. Next. All right, and then we've got some Violife. This one came very highly recommended from you all. Whoa, smells like fruit. Why do you smell like fruit? It smells like a pineapple. Why does it smell like pineapples? Okay, well, that's interesting. You guys better not be leading me astray. The shreds look solid. Oh, very hard. Of whatever that aftertaste, that like pineapple aftertaste, what is that? I don't know quite what that is, but it's not bad. Flavor's pretty good, actually. Aftertaste is a little odd. I'm guessing most of you eat this melted, and that's why it came so highly recommended. Listen, if you don't believe me, just open one of these and take a strong whiff of it. That's the taste of the aftertaste. But I wouldn't say it's bad. I'd say it's pretty good overall. I'm between a B and an A. I'm gonna give it a B. Raw, I'm gonna give the Violife a B. It's very good, but it's also a little suspicious. I know that's gonna be a controversial statement because I know a lot of people love Violife. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying the aftertaste is hard to ignore. But again, we're gonna try it. Melted. And then we've got some Daiya shreds. Let's see what Daiya's got cooking up. Smells a little bit like hamster food, but I definitely see the cheese they were going for. Whoa, this one's oily. See the oil glimmering off of this? This one's made with coconut oil as well. These are looking sweaty. Nope. Oh, no, no. No, no, no. That is wrong. That's wrong. The texture's wrong. It's very hard. Tastes like some kind of dog food. Honestly, I think they were going for like a Parmesan vibe, but it's coming off very dog treat-esque. No, that's not good. I'm like, do I give this a D or an F? I gotta give it an F. I'm sorry. Raw, it doesn't, I think the vegans have gone too far. I have to think about if I gave this to someone who was a non-vegan and they trusted me to point them in the direction of a convincing vegan cheese, I don't think they would stand for this. This is the kind of crap that I can remember thinking before I was vegan was like what vegan cheese and vegan cooking was. All right, and lastly, we have the bougiest cheese in this ranking today, and that's the Miyokos cashew mozzarella. They use cashew milk. This is by far the most expensive of all the vegan cheeses we're trying today. This price point is real high. Like, it deters me from buying it all the time. I would say this is more of a gourmet vegan cheese. Take that with a grain of salt. Like this maybe you'd spring for something like this when you have guests over or something. You want to like really impress them. All right, let's just try it though. I think Miyokos goes through a pretty significant culturing process with their cheeses. So that's another reason it costs a bit more. It's like an artisan vibe. Ooh, I feel like I can already smell the culture, like the cheese culture. Ooh, that is good. That is good. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, I could sit here and eat this entire block. A delicious raw vegan cheese is so hard to come by. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think this is indistinguishable from regular old dairy cheese, but it's so tasty. I'm giving this an S. It's creamy. It's got the nice tang to it from the culture. It's got a nice salty element balancing out the tang. It's so creamy. I'm really excited to try to melt this one. I feel like this could be incredible. Also, if you wanted to like slice this up and serve it with like balsamic and tomatoes and basil, that is good. God, I want to keep eating it. I gotta stop myself. I have so much more cheese to eat. Okay, one more little piece. Before you go about shaking your fists and furiously typing to me in the comment section, let's try all of these vegan cheeses again, melted. Let's see how they melt. Let's see how they taste when they're heated up. We'll give them another chance. I realize now that I probably should have just eaten these melted versions live, like here, so you could see my reaction. I just automatically thought all of them would just be better, but I was wrong. I learned my lesson. I won't do it that way next time. Let's go through the melted vegan cheese ranking. So we started off with So Delicious, and So Delicious took a really long time to melt. Like to a degree where I was like, is my stovetop broken? Like why is nothing happening? I tried it twice, 2 different times, and I also microwaved it. It just kind of automatically started to brown and get really dry. It definitely had a much cheesier flavor when it was melted, so the flavor did improve. The actual texture of it was not good, like it didn't melt, you know what I mean? But all things considered, the flavor was about a B. I would give it a solid B. It's close to being a C because the meltiness just wasn't there, but I do think if you like baked it in something, it would probably melt down better. And the flavor was good enough that I'd feel comfortable giving it a B. Then we had Follow Your Heart. That one melted immediately and it stretched really, really well, contrary to our previous cheese. It was very gooey and the flavor was very artificial to me, honestly. It just like kind of took me out of the experience. It was very clear to me that I was eating vegan cheese and not very good vegan cheese. It still has the peppery aftertaste. The melt factor helps. Like, it's better melted than it was raw. It still tastes pretty artificial. It did crisp up nicely though, I will say that. So I'm gonna give that one a C, which is being nice. I kind of want to give it a D. I'll give it a C. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's almost bad. Almost bad. I'm being nice. Then we had Good Planet. Now, this one, I don't think this is it. This one wasn't really it. It melted very quickly and it had an incredible stretch factor going on there. The flavor was off and also super artificial tasting. Like, there's an imposter among us type vibe. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm really tempted to give this one a D as well. It got really stuck to the roof of my mouth as well. I wasn't crazy about that. I'm gonna give it a D. It's getting a D. Period. D. I know a lot of people like this one, but hey, this was my experience. Next, we had Chao. Now, Chao did an incredible job. If you'll remember, it got an S in the raw ranking. You know, Chao didn't do a really great job of melting down. I tried melting it in the microwave as well, and it definitely melted a little better, but it wasn't anything crazy special. And therefore, the stretch factor was not there at all. It was also a little bit globby and a little bit sticky, kind of tacky, but the flavor is fantastic. Like, great, great, great flavor. So I'm gonna say that the Chao cheese melted is an A. It would be an S if it melted better, but it just kind of dries out a little bit. The melting thing isn't a big enough deal that I wouldn't buy it again, because I get it all the time. God, do I want to give it an S? Oh, it's so hard. It gets an A+, and that's final. A+. It hurts me to do that because I love Chao cheese. Oh, God. All right, next up we have the Parmela. That one melted down. It took a little while to do so, but it eventually did. It didn't really stretch, but it was thinking about it. You know, it was like a little stiff in the morning. It's like when you try to stretch first thing in the morning. That's what this cheese gave me. The flavor was good. I did like the flavor. It was a little oniony. Like, I feel like I could taste onion powder in it. I would give the Parmela a B. It's almost an A. I would definitely use it again, but there are so many other ones that I liked more. So I'm gonna give it a B+. It's a B. Then we had a scandal with Violife. I buy Violife cheddar slices and Violife smoked Gouda slices. I like Violife. You know what? Just roll the tape. Just roll the tape. I can't even. Just roll the tape. I just melted down the Violife mozzarella. It definitely has a stretch thing going on. And I've been getting so many people recommending this one to me. And I just tasted it. And I feel like the flavor's weird. Like that pineapple-y flavor I was talking about when it was raw, I feel like I still taste it. And I'm like scared to say that because I feel like a lot of people love this one and I'm a little confused. There's something funky going on with mine. I don't know what's going on with yours. I don't know how else to tell you guys, but listen, the stretch was really good. It melted, but the flavor's freaking weird. I'm between giving it a C and a D. I might give it a D. So I think I have to give it a D. I didn't like it. Sue me! Don't sue me. I almost gave it a C because I knew people would be angry, but I'm not going to because, damn it, this is my ranking and I can do what I want. Next, we had Daiya, which, as you remember, in the raw ranking of Daiya, I didn't like it. I think I gave it an F. Okay, I'm filming myself trying the Daiya melted cheese because I didn't like it when it was raw, so I'm anticipating that we're either gonna come around and really love it or it's gonna be gross. It's fine. I definitely recognize it. Like on the Daiya frozen pizzas, I recognize this cheese. It's definitely better melted than raw. This was much better. This was much better. It melted down nicely. It had a fantastic stretch. Still tasted kind of like just artificial cheese. Like you definitely could tell it wasn't real cheese. But when it was melted, it did transform a bit and it was definitely more doable. I'll give it a C. It's fine. It's there, you know? It does, but it's much better heated up. Way better heated up. And then last, but certainly not least, we had Miyokos, and you know, Miyokos, it's just royalty. It's just royalty. And let me just tell you this, it doesn't stretch, okay? It doesn't really stretch, it doesn't really melt, but good Lord, it tastes so good. I have to give it an S. It's the closest to mozzarella in my opinion, like actual mozzarella. And I know with the Chao cheese, it's delicious, and I said I had to dock it down to an A because of the texture, and then it's like, this one didn't melt either, but you know what? Miyokos is just that good. And it's expensive, don't get me wrong, it's very expensive, but nonetheless, it's delicious. And if you can, you should definitely try it. You know what? The other thing about the Chao cheese is it's technically not a mozzarella. It just says creamy original. So it doesn't taste exactly like mozzarella. So, you know, don't let me change my mind. Don't let me change my mind. Don't let me change my mind. I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it. Court adjourned. Okay, now it's time to talk about our sponsor for today's video, which is Blinkist. Blinkist is this incredible app that I've been using to get the key points and knowledge from as many books as I can get my hands on. Blinkist offers you the option to listen to or read countless titles so that you have the option to read a bunch of books in a fraction of the time. As someone who's always trying to learn more about sustainability, veganism, sex positivity, but has absolutely no time to read, Blinkist is perfect. I love the fact that I have the option to either read or listen to Blinkist while I'm on a walk or driving. Blinkist gives you the opportunity to understand powerful ideas in only 15 minutes. You can peruse top titles on Blinkist or look at the New York Times bestseller list. The world is your oyster. One of my latest reads on Blinkist was Eating Animals by Jonathan Safran. Eating Animals talks about the innate cruelty in factory farming and details the negative impacts that factory farming has on animals, factory workers, and the environment. If you're thinking about going vegan or just trying to cut back on animal products in general, I highly recommend this book. And with Blinkist, you can get through it in only 21 minutes. Click the link in my description to get a 7-day free trial and 25% off of a premium membership. What are you waiting for? Go learn stuff. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you all sending in your brand recommendations for me. If you don't already, follow me on Instagram. That's where you can submit all your favorite brands that you want me to try next. If you want to hang out with me between YouTube videos, I have a Discord. I'm also streaming on Twitch. I do co-working streams together. I also play games. Wherever you want to hang out, all my socials are linked in the description below. In the meantime, I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will catch you on the next one. Ciao for now. I simply couldn't help myself and had to try the Chao cheese one more time because I was just trivializing myself over the fact that I gave it an A instead of an S in the melted ranking. But look at this is after 1 minute and 30 seconds in the microwave. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Nothing, baby.